Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we are going to make a World Eaters character out of some green stuff and leftover parts from the World Eaters Combat Patrol. That's why first I would like to show you this. These are the instructions for the World Eaters Combat Patrol, and take a look at this. These are two characters that we can make out of the same kit, and as you can see, the only bit that they actually share is the main body of the Juggernaut. Aside from that, we have two completely different miniatures, and of course I assembled this one, as you probably already know. And then we have like a lot of different bits there, and of course it was like a perfect chance to try to do something unique. Here we have a fully assembled and painted Lord Invocatus, and previously he was in this spruce that we have here. Of course, I'm going to leave in the description a video of painting this miniature, but here the point is that after finishing this character, in this spruce we have more leftover bits than the ones that we used, and that's why I think that it will be such a shame not to use these bits to do something cool. And that's why in this video I'm going to do my best, and I will try to turn this World Eaters Lord into a World Eaters Master of Executions. Here we have all the parts of the World Eaters Lord. I decided only to assemble this specific part because I'm going to repose the miniature. That means that I would like to have the base done first, because like that I will be able to do a pose that will fit naturally this specific base. That's why I want to keep it like this for now and start with the base. For the base, here I have a 40mm base. It has a hole, but I'm going to put a lot of things on top of it, so it should be okay. It's not going to be visible from here. Maybe here, but no, it's not going to be that bad. And here I have more leftover bits, in this case from the Primarch Crusader Squad, these three. This head I got it from the starter sets in 9th edition, if I remember correctly. And then this is just a regular Space Marine helmet. I especially like this specific bit because, as you can see, it will fit quite nicely here in the base, and I'm very happy about that because it should look good. This is how the base is looking so far, and as you can see I have some gaps still there, but it's okay because later I will be able to fill them, so it's not an issue. Aside from that, I decided to cut a little bit here of the legs, and also I added this bit here to make it like there's another leg, because I only had like this one. Because I don't want anything to get out of the base, so later I will try to fix it a little bit, but for now I'm okay with how it looks. I decided not to put the helmet because it will be too much and it will be on a weird position from my point of view, so I decided to leave it like this without the helmet. And aside from that, I added this part of the sprue here because I want the future miniature to stand higher, and if you see it from here, yes, I will be able to have like a bigger base here. And it's okay if later I have like this part of sprue here because I will apply technical paint and I will be able to cover everything that I don't want to be visible. And now I'm going to start assembling the miniature because I want to know if I will have to repose it a lot or like this it will fit, so let's see. Look at this, I glued one of the legs and actually if I put it right here it looks very natural, very nice, even the proper position of the leg because the knee is like that. So it looks nice, but with this one, the one that should be the one used by this pose, it should be like basically this. So what I'm going to do right now is to put it here and I will use some green stuff to connect it like this, and like that it should look much nicer and much more natural. So this is the pose that he will have later. I think that this leg looks very natural. This one not that much, but I think that maybe adding something here I will be able to make it look a little bit more natural. But of course now I want this character to look a little bit more unique, not just World Eaters in a nicer base. So now it's a time to apply some green stuff to this miniature. And this is it, this is the final result, this is the Master of Executions that I made with some green stuff and leftover bits from the World Eaters Combat Patrol. I'm not an expert sculpting with the green stuff yet, but I tried my best and I tried to do very simple things here. Like for example, as you can see, I added a cloth here in between the legs and here in the back. But of course I try to glue other things on top so that the green stuff is not going to be like super noticeable. It's not going to be the most exposed part of the miniature. Here in the back, yes, because of course I was not able to put a lot of things around. I didn't want him to carry everything. And yes, I'm happy with how it looks. And of course, I would like to mention that I have my own Patreon, so if you like what I do and you would like to support my work, I invite you to check the link in the description. Things that I have to mention, you can see that the original axe was here to the top, but of course this is supposed to be like a longer one, that's why I glue more parts here. Maybe it's a little bit too long, but I'm okay with it. It looks okay from my perspective. And I also had to, let's say, cover the chain part, because of course this is like a Master of Executions and the proper actual miniature is having like a proper executioner axe, let's call it like that. So of course I wanted this one to be kind of like that, different from a regular Berserker, and I think that it looks okay. Same with the head. I mean, as you can see, this is the head that was supposed to be from this poor Black Templar here at the bottom. I'm very sorry about that. This is the arm that he was using to, let's say, hold into the Juggernaut. So I just had to cut the iron things, and as it's like a closed fist, it kind of looks like he's holding the head from the head. That's why I added a little bit more of green stuff here, so it will be like longer hair and it will look nicer. And I also added this green here. I will paint it in red, like it's a freshly cut, but we will see. I can remove it if I don't like how it looks, so it's a good thing. And I'm very happy with how the head looks. I'm not used to paint heads without helmets, but with this it's going to be much more easier. And I like the combination of this part in the mouth and the cover that he has, so I'm very happy with the results. And aside from that, actually there's not anything super complicated here. This is something that is super easy to replicate. So of course, if you have some leftover bits, try to do something cool, try to do something nice. And for sure, this at least looks different from anything else. There are some things that I would like to fix in the base of this miniature, but still it's not that bad, because of course I still need to apply technical paint and I have to properly do the base, so once I do that it should look much more better. I think that it was quite straightforward, the assembling of this miniature. There was no need to over-explain what I was doing. So of course, if you have any question that you would like to ask me about what I did or how I did it, you can let me know. Or if you have any suggestion, you can also let me know in the comments, because I always appreciate a lot the feedback. And of course, I always like to reply as many comments as possible, so I always invite you to let me know in the comments what you think. With all of this being said, this is the end of the video. Now it's going to be time to wait a little bit for the green stuff to dry properly, and then I will be able to prime the miniature and start painting this customized World Eaters character. With all of this being said, this is the end of the video, so I hope that you enjoyed how I made this specific World Eaters character. And as usual, if you are still here, please consider giving me a like and subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.